Lupa, welcome back. I'm back too. I had to get some drink. I'm thirsty. I hope you had a nice time away. There might be somebody to find. And so we are on a quest to find. Everybody take a sippy. If you haven't taken a sippy, take a sippy. Okay. Nothing new going on in here. I gotta find my dead classmates. One specific knife is still missing. Sayaka took one of the knives when she was here, and then she... Just high school things? Hell yeah. Lupa, you missed it. There was a whole moment where Toko essentially asked Byakuya to dom her down, and he told her she smelled and to take a bath and to get out of his face, and she was like, he cares about me. It was super toxic. Yeah, he's not gonna notice you in the right way, sweetheart. Okay, so they're not in here. Oh, hey, it's Owie. Rice cooked, shrimp stock put to use? Hell yeah. Knocked on all the doors, nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Yeah, she was talking about not wanting to be dominated by a weak... She didn't want to be a dommy mommy for a weak man. She wanted a strong man to dominate her. And he was like, you stink. What about the second floor of the school? It's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for... Okay, owie. Nobody in here. I know she's trying to lampshade that I need to go upstairs, but I'm gonna be thorough in my searches. Okay? We're checking the public shitter. It's a fish tank, okay. We're gonna be thorough in our search. Garbage room? Ooh, Sakura, you're in here. What's up? There doesn't appear to be anything here. What are you doing here, Sakura? Did you find something? Oh no. It's just that what you said the other day must have been lurking in the back of my mind. Huh?
Perhaps.
If something has happened, the killer might try to use this to destroy evidence again. I suppose this was floating around my subconscious and it led me here. That's valid, girl. That's so valid. This trash room, the dump, in other words, but with the gate in the way, I can't get inside. Hold me close? Yes. Take me in your loving arms, Sakura. Okay. There ain't shit going on back here. What's in here? Just stuff. Nobody's in here. Okay, let's go downstairs. Or upstairs, I guess. Oh, hey, it's you.
Yo.
Hey, Makoto, honestly, what do you think? About what?
You're serious.
About Byakuya. Do you think he's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You'd know more about that kind of thing than me, right? What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay, listen, fortune telling is like...
Well?
It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudoscientific bullcrap. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. Okay, well. Are you in here? Locked. Okay. I really don't want to go in. I don't want to see this place ever again. Too late, buddy. You're gonna see it again soon. Nothing new in here. I don't think anyone's gonna be in the shop. And I think it would be a waste of time to check out the gym again when they've very directly told me to go upstairs. Let's check the shitter first. Yeah, where is the body? Where is the body? Where did you hide little Kaylee? The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Shh. Chat. Shh. Shh. The baby's sleeping. Shh. Shh. The baby's sleeping. Okay, so the body's either going to be in the pool or the library. I think library is the first place to look. Reality isn't everything. Let's look in the library, because at least there's fewer doors to travel through. Hey, Byakuya. Do you know where there's a dead body I can find? Nothing here of interest, don't you agree? You should go look somewhere else. Let me check with my superpowers of observation. Okay, you're correct. There's nothing new to look at. So it's gonna be in the pool. The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Okay. Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya.
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt that a murder really has taken place. Come on. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering, as if only talking to himself. Why is this guy excited? Because Byakuya here is the ultimate privileged guy. Like, he's the ultimate face of privilege. Literally. And so, like, he likes to win. And he's very excited about a killing game. And he wants to win the killing game. Can he be murdered? I was hoping he would be next. I like his character, but that doesn't mean I want him to stick around. I just think he's well written. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Bloodlust. Chihiro! Oh no. They got the sweet baby. Also, there's a titty poster in the girls' locker room too? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... a wild, almost primeval scream escaped my mouth. Danganronpa. Boy's life of despair. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for an everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head...
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro. She's all dead and I'm just staring at the tit poster? Me too. Also, I want to point out that titty poster has pink blood on it. So, whoever did the murder took a second to touch the titty poster when they were done. And honestly, I respect that. Because if I get murdered in a room with a titty poster, I genuinely hope that someone puts some respect on that titty poster. Okay?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Okay. The hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement. Then Chihiro really is... dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go around everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. Did someone rip? Yes, we found a body. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Shut up. Alright. There's a lot to take in here at the scene. I'm gonna work right to left. It's one of the monitors. No time to think about it. There are more important things to worry about now than a dumbbell, but the dumbbell has blood on it, homie. Is this Chihiro's blood? Okay, well, let's just look at the body. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. What did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack? The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous across the country? The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings?
What is this?
And this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. Why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a murderer. What is it now? Toko! Kina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No, why? 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 Toko just sharded her entire life out. She is shitting and farting right now. But also, I really like this picture. I think the, like, I don't know, it's very dynamic. I like it. Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remember what she said. about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh,
So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Welcome in, Love and Memes. Nice to meet you. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me! Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Among us! Sus! Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Monokuma said pray to these nuts. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Got him. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file!
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please do your very, very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends. I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too! I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. I said it once, and I'll say it again. I'm fucking mad that my viewpoint character for this game is Byakuya. Why is this guy the one that I relate to? You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. Listen, he's got a level head. He's like, all right, killing game, bet. We're gonna figure out who wins. Like, I'm the leader of Monopoly. We're gonna solve this fucking mystery. Like, he's not a nice guy. I don't like him. I just appreciate him. It's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some India. Good for you, Mondo.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya's right about Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of two people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to one person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger, which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up. Mondo, you're not helping right now. Well, for now, Taka and Nia are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. Okay, that's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Let's investigate. First of all, let's check the Monokuma file. Victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. Body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. File 2's been added to the truth bullets. Do I have a second? Actually, yes I do, Byakuya. What do you want from me? Do you need something? Thomas! I don't know why that alert's not playing. Oh, there goes.
8 months and looking forward to many more. Thank you for always being someone to make me smile on down days, someone I can laugh at the audacity of the world with, and just all around being an amazing human being.
No you, Thomas. No you. Happy 8 months. Welcome back. I fucking love you. And I hope you are still enjoying your time with the emotes and all the stuff. Thank you.
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay. I'm not mad about that, because he's the most level-headed out of all of them besides her. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay. I clicked on Byakuya that time. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and then carried here. She's very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However.
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come in here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Her account's been added to the truth bullets. Nice. I like how Mondo is doing his best to not be perceived. He's like, I am a punching bag. Which is fair, because he is a punching bag. So Byakuya and Sakura keep me safe. I'm scared and I'm bait. True. True. Also, Clowns, thank you for contributing to the challenge. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? Oh, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what that might be. Mondo's account. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and it's a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Okay. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. I'm not satisfied! I wanted to look at the poster! He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Byakuya, I'm going back in the locker room. Sir, let me do my investigation. You've already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. Okay. Pool items, nothing to do with the case. What do you mean there's plenty to check here? All that's in here is the Gatling gun on the ceiling. Flotation donut. Byakuya, what the fuck are you... Oh, this. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed on your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl... Lupa. Erotic terrorist. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit everyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to snap out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but... In order to borrow something from someone, and that means you would have to loan it, so...
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self.
That's fine.
I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Okay. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Wow, rude. Hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullets.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
It's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Me angry! Now I'm really angry!
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was. Right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook actually isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? The battery's just dead. It's not broken. It's just out of charge. Because he was watching too much porn on it or something. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it won't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. Okay. This should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite? Okay. There's still more here? Is it this? Surveillance camera. What else am I supposed to see, Byakuya? You? Am I supposed to talk to you? What did you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. I certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. What nickname did the internet kill this mysterious killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Oh my god, Byakuya, what?
Don't make.
And I have basis to believe that. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. What's the emergency, Hina? You gotta help me. Just calm down. But it's an emergency. What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right.
Such ignorance.
Wow. Okay. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Can I go inside Toko's room, please? Oh. You're too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. May as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? Hey, Bramlin. Good to see you. She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey, tell her she's stinky and that she needs to come out. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula! Bacula. Bacula. Why is she calling him that?
It's Byakuya.
Sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Okay. Is it this letter? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. Okay. Real clues. No clues there. Okay. Where are the real clues, Byakuya? Where are the real clues, Byakuya? Why are we here? Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? Sir, if you would just tell me what I'm supposed to be looking for, this would make this so much easier, bestie.
Don't make me repeat.
I'm leaving. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. There's so many books and files. And so much dust,
So
too.
in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, let's start with up here. It'll all make sense once you're inside, truly. Spoken like a true soaking champion. So many files stuffed into the shelf. What's all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No. I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll let it go for now. Okay. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files in there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you would expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose that goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? Fucking Byakuya is right! And I hate it! He's right! And I hate it! A library with only the NF section? True. The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all of these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff. So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of the world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interests me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. Yo, Byakuya is one of those dudes that has a podcast about true crime where he's trying to solve the cold cases. And he's out here like, DB Cooper is real because he's my dad. I have the file. And I respect that energy. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports! He is that podcast guy! Incredible. Incredible. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. That's why he needs to solve this case, because he needs new content for his podcast about true crime. And if he doesn't solve the mystery of who Genocide Jack is, he can't get more followers. Oh my god. We've cracked the case. We've cracked it. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack cases has been compiled here. But before we continue about Genocide Jack, a word from our weekly sponsor, HelloFresh. Have you activated your free trial from Audacity? Do you know your sleep number? Tempur-Pedic. Tushy, the Uri. What are the other ones? Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder: an Audible subscription and a free box from HelloFresh. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. That's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. And for the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could this killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Don't forget the website maker. Yes, Squarespace and Fiverr. Both of them. They will teach you something about mounting, soaking, and jump humping after these messages. Gah.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Is there a knees button? 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 Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos of the scene of each crime had been collected. Oh. Oh. They use scissors. Ken Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Isai 14, Takashi Yoshida 30, Komatsuna Taro, Tokufume Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yudo Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder was the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now to take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Yeah, she was suspended with rope from 2 exercise machines. And it was a blunt weapon. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays or night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Oh no. The mental Illinois. The mental Illinois is the real killer here.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file's been added to the truth bullets.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like it was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info that I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, locker room time. Right, we haven't been on our knees yet. Ding ding ding, Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, so we have to check both locker rooms and the warehouse by the dorms. The poster is different. The poster is different. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. They swap. What's that? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? That looks like blood. Like really shittily cleaned up blood. I'm gonna check this locker. I have a feeling. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not. Man. So, I think the murder took place in the boys' locker room. I think she was using Leon's or something. And then she was moved here. Real complex about being weak. Okay, we've already heard this. This. Bloodstain on the carpet could have only been caused by Chihiro's murder. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable, too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? Yeah, homophobic. Girls' locker room needs a big titty swimsuit model too. Okay? And the boys' locker room needs a boy band. And also a big titty man model in both rooms. Thank you. Thank you. It's my TED Talk. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Big titty goth girlfriend. True. 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullets. I want to look at this. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood, just like in all those other genocide jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Hey, can you tell me about these posters? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Okay, so... whoever killed her moved the carpet and the poster. And probably these weights from the other room, too. It's a big blood stain on the dumb cell. The Monokuma-san said the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. Has to be the murder weapon. Okay. So let's go to the warehouse. Oh, there's more. Have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? No, I feel it, Branwyn. I'm glad you're lurking.
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, just let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. And with that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Okay. Let's look at the body. She said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Her hands are bound with, looks like some kind of rope. Rope was used to prop her up in some sort of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? It's an extension cord. It's a fucking extension cord. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended, the fatal blow, At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullets. The one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Dude had a real complex, okay. Hey, Dio. Good to see ya. Okay, so we need to go back to the library. And then also the warehouse. Doing alright. We're trying to figure out who killed Chihiro. There's a thick layer of dust. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. The box. Extension cord was in there before. Okay. It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Interesting. Interesting. The plot is thick. There's still more we need to check. Hell yeah. Lamp won't turn on. Oh, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Well, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Dust lamp has been added. Okay. So, last place to check is the warehouse downstairs. And then hopefully it'll start the trial. I think since the pace of this chapter is a lot faster than chapter 1, I think I want to try to go for the trial too. Lupin, hi! Maybe we should have confessed our secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. It is not because you weren't strong enough. Lupin, how's your convention going? Did you get Fina to come out with you? I know y'all were talking about that. Just got home? Hell yeah. Alright, Celeste. What are you doing here? The warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that. Have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm?
What
What
are
are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps? What? How did you know? Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stalking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Hell yeah, Lupin. I'm glad you had a good time. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing? But the strange thing is, there's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Alright. Cool. Let's check the trash room. Way too crowded? Yeah. I don't like conventions generally because they're often way too crowded for me. Leave the area? Oh. Well. Unless it's in the laundry room. Washing machine. Oh! Coins in the machines? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Lupin. I'm happy for you. Okay, so let's check the gym again and look for those clothes. Or maybe they might be up by the pool? Oh wait, I went too far. Pool is over here. Pool is over here. Hell yeah, Lupin. So I think the murder actually happened here. Strange stain. Okay. Guess not. Okay. Hey, Fumi, do you have any more hints?
I feel.
You've got stuff you can't reveal. Great. Thank you for that. Super helpful. Leads out to the pool.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not good, Lupin. Who's around that I can talk to? Taco was at the bottom of the stairs. Let's talk to him. Maybe he has an idea. Taco, where'd you go? Where'd you go, buddy? There. Secrets. Where was... The discussion of secrets took place in the gym? So maybe we can find out her secret in the gym or something. Maybe she left her paperwork behind. Nothing. Nice. Animal-themed dildos? I love that for you. So, if it's not the gym, maybe it has more to do with this stuff. Because her pad is now missing. Oh, hey, it's you.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
What's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Okay. Okay. Huh. Where is her shit? We're trying to figure out the one piece I think that's missing still is where her, like, where the dead girl's logbook ended up. Right? The dead girl's logbook is missing. And also her gym stuff is missing. Also, the Genocide Jack case file is now missing. But also, I feel like I have enough information to go to the trial. Because I have a hunch on who it is. I have a very strong feeling on who it is. I have a very strong feeling on who it is. And I just want to get it over with now. Oh, you're right. Check back at the dorms? That's a good idea. Or the dining hall, maybe. Let's see if anyone's trying to eat their sorrows away. Hey, it's Aoi. Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Okay, I'm convinced that I like her now. I didn't have a strong feeling about Asahina before, but now that she said she likes space and donuts, let's go. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Not eating more donuts. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It's like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex and totally fine with the opposite? Wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Yeah, the pick-me got... Well, no. Chihiro was not the pick-me. Toko's the pick-me. Toko's the one that was just like, Byakuya says I'm smelly? Take me home, daddy. You know? The one who got killed was the very sweet one that was like, I wish I was stronger. What, Firefly? What? You know I'm not wrong. You know I'm not wrong. Awie's account has been added. Did I get all the evidence?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's trial time, but I have to pee. So we're going to take a very quick break before we go into this trial. Okay? I'm going to do the trial tonight because I need to know whether or not my gut is correct on who I think this killer is. And I'm just going to say it right now. Nobody confirm or deny. Don't fucking spoil this for me. I think it's Toko. I think it's Toko. I think it's going to be a mental illness storyline. I think she's Genocide Jack. But we're going to find out for sure once I come back from break. I have to go pee. So please, take care of yourself. Get a snack. Get some water. Take your meds if you need to. Take care of yourself. Go stretch. We'll be back in 5 minutes-ish. And we'll finish this chapter out. And we'll do the trial. Okay? See you soon.